too. Knows about the grind. Yeah, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. Welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. It's Joaquin, Gage, Ben Thompson, Hernan, Salas here with you. Fun show. Lots to get to, Joaquin. Oh, boy. Day off was nice, not going to lie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
What didn't I do? I ran. I returned some chairs.
Chairs?
I cooked. Watched some baseball playoffs.
Yeah?
Some nice early baseball. Yeah.
Huh.
How about you?
Fixed a door.
Nice. Benny?
Just ran some errands, laundry, the whole deal. I feel like yesterday was a great day just to catch up on some stuff I was slacking on. So
The weather was a little weird because it was smoky.
yeah,
Oh, it was
rain a
really
little
smoky.
bit.
I thought you were around my house.
Oh, man. We got a fun show, of course. Tons of Oilers news to get to. Game day versus the Seattle Kraken. We don't have lines. The Oilers haven't sent any out. They have.
Oh, stop.
What?
Are we going over lines?
Well, why not? I mean,
Liar.
the Oilers have their savior. Connor Ingram has joined the Edmonton Oilers. Of course, they have acquired him from the Utah Mammoth in exchange for future considerations. Also, Utah is retaining $8,000 on his $1.9 million deal, so he'll report straight to Bako. We're going to get into it, of course. They've also called up Viljami Marjala, James Hamlin, and Connor Clattenburg because a bunch of players have been sick, Joaquin. No Thomas. David Thomas sick. And there's another player that was a little sick. Noah Phillips. So we'll wait and see on that. Pickard gets tonight. Stuart Skinner gets on Friday. We're going to do Inside the Numbers. We're going to do Hernan's World. James Nichols from New Jersey Hockey Now is going to join us at 2:05 to talk about Luke Hughes getting that monster deal 155 games into his career. Of course, yesterday, Kirill Thrill broke the internet with his deal. 8 years, 17 mil AAV. Jessi Pierce, friend of the show at 2:20, will join us. So lots of hockey today in the show. Of course, we want to hear from you. River Korean Box 780-218-9999. The Nasty Chat, and let's get to 100 thumbs up. A lot of you wanted Connor Ingram. There's no reason to delay. Hit that thumbs up. And hey, we're reloaded for October.
We're reloaded!
All you got to do for Play Alberta is deposit $50, and you get a $50 free bet using EST50. You get a $50 casino bonus the same way using promo code EST Casino. And then for another promo code is EST Sports. So all you have to do is deposit $50 to get a $50 free bet. All right, Joaquin, let's start with the acquisition of Connor Ingram, a guy that we didn't know would be,
you didn't know?
We didn't think he would be an option for the Oilers. I know last week a lot of people were talking about him, how much they wanted him here and all that. Now, he hasn't played. He hasn't had a training camp. He'll report to Bako. He gives them depth there. But he also gives the Oilers some depth up here as well because one of these guys is faltering. I'm pretty sure Connor Ingram's going to get a good look.
Yeah. I think it's a good signing for all the reasons why people in Edmonton now think it's a good signing. It's because you need depth at that third position, right? Yeah. If something happens, we saw what happened late in the season with injuries to Stuart Skinner, and then in the playoffs, you had another guy go down, and then I guarantee the coach is looking down at the end at his young goaltender without any NHL experience going, gosh, please don't get injured, and me having to put this guy in, right?
Yeah.
So this just this solidifies it. Years ago, I remember, I believe it was Noodles, Jamie McLennan, talking about it, that the need to have 3 solid goaltenders throughout to start an 82-game schedule is important. You don't want to have to thrust someone in there at that position that's clearly not ready for it yet. And now you got a guy with some NHL experience. And then, if he's break glass in case of goalie emergency, if things aren't going well with the 2 guys up here, there's an opportunity to call Connor up, another Connor, geez, and then and see what if he can take the ball and run with it for a little bit.
Yeah, we will hear from Stan Bowman. He met with the media. He touched on this trade, and he touched on Connor McDavid and all that fun stuff. So we'll get to that here in the first hour as well. Wide open first hour. We want to hear from you, like I mentioned off the top. Listen, he's going to have to show well in Baco. This puts maybe a little bit of the radar up on Stuart Skinner. I think Pickard's fine. I don't think he's the one that's in danger.
It's weird how, so this guy can't play, but he's he would replace Skinner and not Pickard.
And not Pickard. Well, yeah, because I don't see Pickard struggling that much where they want to replace him. Do you know what I mean? Where I can see Skinner struggling.
So his salary it's 1.1 if he comes up, right?
Yeah.
So I would assume that Pickard would have to clear waivers at this point. That'd be a huge gamble sending him through waivers just to see his body of work over the last few seasons. I think you have to make sure that there's not another team that has some injury issues or is really unhappy with their goaltending. Because I said this last year, I thought one of the highest trade values of any of the players was Pickard, of those tradable players, right? Just because of what
solid guy.
Yeah, you knew what you were getting, and he checks a lot of boxes coming to your team to solidify that number 2 role.
Well, we have a group chat with a bunch of buddies, and I was arguing. We were arguing it's never rude or anything, but finally we got a goal. I'm like you have to put this into kind of let's look at it with a big lens here, Joaquin. His numbers are not that much better than Stuart Skinner. He's a little bit older. In fairness, his team hasn't been as good as the Oilers have been in the past. Sure, I'll give you that, but I think we need to pump the brakes that Stuart Skinner's job's in jeopardy and all that, because it's going to come up as soon as he has a bad game, right? But now Connor Ingram's going to report he hasn't had a training camp. He's got to play well down there. He's got to get up to speed. It's going to take him a while. You're a former goaltender. How long do you think it's going to take him to get up to game speed?
How long has he been out? No training camp?
Yeah, no training camp. No, I don't know if he trained in the summer. He probably did.
Probably did. I'm assuming he was. Yeah, only because sometimes, in a sense, it can be a little bit easier to get up to speed in the NHL opposed to the American League.
Yeah.
Because the American League's chaos to an extent. There's guys out of position, they're not as. There's a reason why they're not in the NHL. They're still got to get their game to a level that translates to the big clubs. So, and the revolving door on players too. There's you look at American League rosters at the end of the year, you're scrolling through that mouse wheel a few times because there's so many call-ups, down, things are constantly changing. So, yeah, I think it might take a little bit longer. It won't take too long, but just to deal with the chaos, things happening that you don't expect, broken down plays. Yeah. It's similar to watching college basketball to NBA. Yeah. They shoot and miss in college. They miss in college. NBA, they don't miss.
It's rare. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to track this. We'll see. I'll be honest. I didn't see this coming. I just got to be honest. I didn't think they would go this way, but again, it's good for depth. If he can, so now he's with Tompkins in the minors. That's a good goalie duel down there. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Just some stats on him. He is 28 years old. He has 102 NHL games, 314 goals against, and his career save percentage is .902. Okay,
well, that's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, no, he's been through some stuff. He's been through the programs with the NHL, some personal stuff there as well. So obviously we always want these guys to bounce back and do well and be in a good headspace. So welcome to Edmonton, Connor Ingram. We'll see what happens. We could see him in Oiler colors, maybe closer to December into the new year, who knows? But if the Oilers' goaltending holds up, Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard are good, there's no reason for a call-up. You'll be a steady Eddie down there in the minors. I also have to get to this. Jim Matheson, of course, longtime reporter here in Edmonton, he did throw out there on Twitter that the Oilers could be interested in Lukas Reichel from the Blackhawks. I was talking to Benny about this, and I just don't see, I don't know why the Oilers would go after another project.
It doesn't make sense. It's just like they have.
How old is he?
Yeah, 24.
He is 23 years old.
Yeah,
he's got
24 though, right?
Yeah, 169 games in the NHL, 54 points, all with Chicago.
To me, he's just one of those same guys that it's just one of those he could maybe be a top 6 guy, maybe, but he's probably in your bottom 6. Just kind of another question mark. To me, if you're gonna add to this forward core, to me, it needs to be a you know what you're getting type guy. And Reichel to me it's just a gamble, and to me it just you're taking up another spot from another guy that is also another question mark. So I just don't think it makes sense.
Yeah, with a team in a playoff team in their window to challenge for a Stanley Cup. I mean, you look at the Oilers, and from our vantage point, there are a few question marks. Why would you add another one?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Right. So, and there's some question marks on individuals that are going to be here for a long time still. Right. So why, and it might, like Benny said, it would be better to have a known quantity than an unknown at this point.
It just, for me, it's just another project, and you already have so many of those this year. I just don't see why you'd go that way. Now, Bowman knows him, obviously. He is he's spent his whole time there. He's been a draft pick of theirs as well. But I don't know, man. I just don't see why you would bring in a guy like Lukas Reichel. No, I mean everybody's always going to compare it to a Pod Colson, right?
And there's something to that.
Sure,
there is something to that. Like Pod Colson came and looked at this as his last opportunity to play, and he ran with it
but he changed his game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can Lukas Reichel change? Because maybe he's not because he was a 17th overall pick in 2020. So obviously he was a skilled guy. Does he have to maybe say, "Oh, I got to look at Pod Colson and maybe be that guy again"?
We talked about this a while ago. It's a very difficult thing to realize. And you can go through every single league from when you're 6 all the way up through pro. You get to the American League, but you get to the NHL and realize I can't play the same way anymore.
Yeah.
And how am I going to be successful at this level and be a consistent NHLer? And it's not the same for everyone. Pod Colson seems like he's found it, right? That kind of role. But saying that, with Pod Colson, you want a little bit more on the
offensive
little touch.
Side. Yeah. He's got a chip in. And what did I say? 12? I brought it down from 15 to 12 to be more realistic for him.
You got it at 15?
Yeah, 15 goals per year.
What's in those cigarettes you smoke?
They're very mellow. They're very, very mellow. For Inside the Numbers in the next segment, we will talk Kaprizov and Luke Hughes. We want to keep it just Oiler rated now. Of course, they're in action tonight. Seattle Kraken, 8 o'clock. If you have Oilers Plus, you can watch it there. I think that's the only place you can watch it. I don't think Seattle has them on their website or anything like that.
Really?
So, that's unfortunate. I wouldn't mind watching, just dabble a bit. No, you have no interest in preseason. I don't either, but I still like
you say you have interest, then you'd watch 5 minutes and go, yeah, I'm going
That's
back.
the thing. You're like, hey, I want to watch it. And in 5 minutes, you're like, I'm not
The
watching
only reason you want to watch it is because you can't.
Yeah. Hey, that's true. That is very, very true. And baseball playoffs, of course, never disappoint. Yesterday, great game between the Yankees and Red Sox. Great pitching duo there. That Boston pitcher is something else. They take a series lead. Cubs up also. Picked up the win. Detroit, horrible base running by the Cleveland in the 9th inning that cost them that game. And the Dodgers were all over the Reds. Right now, I'll give you some live updates. What do we got here? Detroit, Cleveland tied at 1. I don't know why I can't see. Top of the 7th and then top of the 1st. It's no score between the Cubs and Padres. Of course, Benny's all over the live scores here coming up on our sports updates, but fun. And then I can't wait for the Blue Jays game 1, man. That's going to be wild.
That'll be good.
That's going to be wild. There's nothing like the Blue Jays in the playoffs. Remember the Donaldson years? Those were great.
Bad flipping.
Oh,
they're
flipping.
so good.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, the whole country gets behind them, which is got to be fun.
The rodeo's here.
Oh, yeah?
Reed and Jay are down at Ice House, Benny,
Yeah.
for day one.
Canadian Ice House for the CFR, Canadian Finals Rodeo.
Have you ever been?
No.
No, either have I.
No.
Any interest?
Like
Like if
bull
some-
riding and stuff?
No, but like someone said, Gage, I got 2 tickets. You want to go check out the CFR?
I might.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I'd go. Yeah, I would go. It's probably fun to watch. But I don't know what I think would I like bull riding, or what's the other one? Is it bronco riding?
I don't know. Those are wild. Those
are crazy.
Yeah.
But now they look like they're wearing my gear. Don't they wear like a hockey? Like some cowboys don't wear anything.
Oh, they got the whole
They
shield.
got the whole
yeah.
thing on there, right? But my back just hurts watching that stuff.
Jasmine says, Gager's like Groundhog. He's wearing his leather jacket, which means 21 weeks of hockey coming up.
Good one, Jasmine.
He also says tickets to the CFR are pricey.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people come in to watch this too. This is
Well, it's huge.
Yeah.
Man. It's
wasn't there one this summer too? Was there something?
I don't think
Because I remember
a rodeo.
or maybe it was last year. God, everything's blending together. I remember Reed saying no because there was in Pinoca or something. There was an event or a guy was at Pinoca and then he went back down to the States
And they
then
had him
came
on the
back
show.
up. Yeah, he came
yeah.
back up. That's what it was. So yeah, these guys are nuts.
I'll be honest though. If someone gave me free tickets, I'd probably check it out.
Oh
Yeah.
I mean, it's at Rogers. Or where is it? It's not at Rogers, is it?
Let's look it up. I'd have to find a really
gotta
big
say-
cowboy hat for my big head, though.
When in the Western League, it's probably still the same. Like in the Brandon Wheat Kings, where they play, there's like a cattle auction place right next to it, and it just stinks like manure. Especially if you're in the one end. That's the end you're in twice as a visiting team. Just reek like poop. But how they get that smell out?
Where is this event? Anyone know? Benny, do you know?
I'm not fully sure here. I'm
Just trying to see here.
If you had to go, do you go get like
when is the Ultimate Rodeo Experience live at Rogers Place?
a
Nice.
is? Would you go and get some boots and hat,
Probably not.
shirt,
I would not look
some
at
stranglers?
some Wranglers.
Stranglers. That's what I call them. Just a belt buckle that'll pick up certain stations when you're too close to a TV.
Just dressed like Rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many rips are down there right now?
Oh, man.
Oilskin.
Probably some tough boys down there, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to fight at the rodeo.
Couple yellow jackets.
Oh, yeah. It'd be
You like
crazy.
yellow jackets? Once in a while.
Once in a while. Let's see. Rogers. Everybody's saying Rogers. Okay. Because I think Korn was there on Monday.
Were they?
Yeah.
I saw corn.
It was great. 'Cause someone posted a picture and there's guys dressed in corn, like corn.
Really?
Yeah.
Like corn.
Corn watching corn. That's like hard. Yeah.
Well, weren't they one of the main did you ever watch that Woodstock documentary?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were on and they made everyone go.
They made the
They
great-
said having corn at that time was not a good idea.
Not a good call. Yeah, for sure. Hey, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to check out some shows this month? Nazareth, the Canadian Farewell Tour comes your way October 18th. All you got to do for tickets, go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. On the other side of the break, inside the numbers, Kirill the Thrill signs an enormous deal. What does it mean for Connor McDavid and Luke Hughes? $9 million per year going into his third season. We break it all down next here on EST Afternoons. Slam that thumbs up. Let's get to 100 for the Edmonton Oilers landing Connor Ingram. He'll head to Abaco. That's all coming up here on Edmonton Sports Talk, EST Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studios. Here's Ben.
Edmonton Oilers have added to their goalie depth as they acquire Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will retain $800,000 on his contract, bringing his cap hit down to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield as he has been out of the NHL for a couple months while being in the player assistance program. The Oilers take action tonight in their second last preseason game as they are in Seattle to take on the Kraken. With that, Edmonton has brought up James Hamblin, Vladimir Marala, and Connor Clattenburg to help out fill their roster. That game gets going at 8 p.m. Elsewhere around the NHL, the New Jersey Devils lock up their young defenseman Luke Hughes to an 8-year deal worth $9 million per. The defenseman posted 44 points in 71 games for New Jersey last year in his second full season. On the waiver wire, local product Tyson Jost has been claimed off waivers from Carolina. He makes his way to Nashville. And on the diamond, the MLB playoffs continue today. The Tigers and Guardians are going at it as we speak. That game is in the top of the seventh with the game being tied at 1-1, while the Padres and Cubs are underway as they are in the bottom of the first with the Padres leading 1-0. Later today, the Red Sox and Yankees go at it in Game 2 of their series as Boston leads that series 1-0. The winner of the series will play the division-winning Blue Jays. First pitch goes at 4:08. The sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Catch them double E football action this season with the Elks' next home game on October 11th as they host the Bombers. Tickets start at just $20. Get your tickets now at goelks.com. Inside the numbers on the other side of the break, I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McClellan.
Listen, until he signs, people won't relax. The Oilers will lose 2 in a row. There'll be a look on the bench. The media grabs and goes, oh, he's out of here, or, something happens. I still do believe that he is going to sign, probably a short-term extension, but I also think he's going to make it extremely interesting, we'll call it, because I don't think he's going to sign anytime soon.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings, 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Fall football in your living room just became the fan zone. Before you move in the giant screen, make space to cheer on your favorite team with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Lobsterfest is back at the Canadian Brewhouse, Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. A pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixins for just $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith's. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
The Lock Shop.
The Buffalo Bills as 4-1 favorites to win. I think people are getting so far ahead of themselves. What have the Bills done so far this year? They're 4-0. Dusty, what do you think the combined record of the teams the Bills have played so far is?
2 combined wins for the teams they've played so far?
Yeah, 2-14. And they were 1-13 going into Monday Night Football, and one of the teams had to win because they were playing each other.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Let's begin, pal.
We're back here on EST Afternoons. Thank you for joining us, watching and listening wherever you're from on this fall day. October 1st, Halloween month, Joaquin. You excited? You give out candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's weird because where I live, you'd think there'd be tons of kids because I live right beside a school, but it doesn't maximize candy if you go down my street. So it's very I don't get a lot compared to some other people in my neighborhood. Like they got to spend like $300 on candy because they get. My one buddy said he had like 800 kids come to his house one time.
Wow. 800.
Yeah, they had a
Clicker?
A clicker and counted.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Because then there's the fireworks and stuff like that. You get dressed up?
No.
You don't?
I hate dressing.
I don't like dressing up either.
I hated it as a kid too.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
As a little kid?
Yeah, because I was kind of like weird and awkward. So I didn't like. I mean, I think I did, but I think I was just really shy.
What do you get dressed up as when you live in the jungle, though?
Wow. Benny, don't laugh. That's not funny.
It's the jungles of Chile.
Jungle.
What are you going to do? They celebrate Halloween in Chile?
Oh, yeah.
What do they do? Is there like a big masquerade thing?
They just dress up. It's
Really?
nice weather. People go.
Oh, yeah, it's probably nice.
It's not as big, obviously, as here, right?
Is there another thing like that they celebrate kind of like it? Like Los Muertos?
No. Like there's like Thanksgiving, no. Like, that's not a thing in Chile. They have different dates that here it's like they have the day of the child, I guess, and it's a day off. El Día de los Niños, like it's Children's Day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why do they celebrate that?
For the kids?
For the kids?
Yeah.
What's the last thing you dressed up as for Halloween?
Oh, good question. Oh man, that's a really good. I remember back in my 20s, we got invited to a house party. Me and my buddies didn't want to dress up, so we just bought Batman masks.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. But like as a kid, I can't remember the last thing I dressed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think the last one I went to that I got dressed up as was either I was Fred Flintstone or I was a Hooters girl.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I went to, that's when, yeah, because the Hooters was still here. I went in and got a tank top. I stuffed it. And I got little orange shorts.
Nice.
Little booty shorts.
That's too funny. Benny, what was your last costume? You're pretty young.
Yeah, like I was a hockey player growing up for majority of it. I just wanted to be a hockey player. Last year I dressed up as this guy I see on social media a lot. Like his shtick is that like he's super humble and super funny and like so good with women and he's got so much money, but he's just like this kind of bigger dude that like just that doesn't really like he's not actually the things he says. But he came out like with this merch. It just says humble ASF. And so I made my own version of it and I just went as him for Halloween. And I carried like fake sacks of money in my pockets and stuff and acted like I was rich and whatever. And he actually like found, I posted on Instagram. He actually liked my Instagram post.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's hilarious. But yeah, I went as him for Halloween last year. It was pretty funny. I had actually I think I still have the screensaver. He's got another shtick that like Sydney Sweeney is his ex-girlfriend and like she like won't leave him alone and all this stuff. And so I have this as you guys won't be able to see the user.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had that as she's calling me. Sorry guys, hold on. Just a crazy ex here.
I do appreciate people that go all out though. Like I truly do. Like the brilliant costumes, I sit there and applaud them.
Yeah, like there's some people that like it's almost like Halloween is more people celebrate it more than Christmas.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's fun. It's great. What date does Halloween land on?
Oh, the date.
I got it right. On a Friday. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, really?
Ooh.
That's great.
That's going to be interesting.
That'll be really good. The Halloween parties are fun.
Yeah.
Those are pretty
See,
cool.
but I'm what, like, if I get invited to a Halloween party and we go, like, I don't dress up.
Really?
Yeah. I'm that guy.
That's not good.
I am that guy. Yeah.
Just don't go.
Okay, let's get to Inside the Numbers for Play Alberta. I had the liners here. Oh, new codes for the month of October. EST 50, EST Casino, EST Sports. All you got to do is deposit $50 and you'll get a $50 free bet or a $50 casino bonus. Joaquin, do you want to start? Let's start with the big one from yesterday. Kirill Kaprizov signs an enormous deal. I have it here. 8 years, 17 mil AAV. Listen, I get it, man. He's a hell of a player. But I mean, I love what Bill Guerin had to say, your old pal.
That was hilarious.
I effing hope he better be happy.
Someone asked if he was happy, and Guerin answered for him.
Yeah.
He better be expletive happy.
Listen, I look at Kaprizov. He's excited. I love watching him play. But again, Joaquin, 100-point season, has never played a full season, injury prone. I don't know if they have enough there to make a run with the team they have now. They're a good team. They're a playoff team. But man, when I look at that number, all I think of is Leon Draisaitl, and he's probably looking at his agent and saying, "Gee, we should have asked for more." Because I'll say this for me, and sure, people might say, "Hernan, you're such a Oiler, bias, all that." Leon Draisaitl, for me, is a better player.
They're different players, though, right? And he's a winger too. He's a scoring winger, so it's a different way to look at things. I mean, we'll talk to Jessi, and we remember when we had Jessi Pierce on a few weeks ago, and she was explaining how he's the team. He's a superstar, and this is someone that has
He's their Connor McDavid.
Yeah, she has eyes on him every day, and sees the value of what he was, and touched on it before the injury. The front runner to win the Hart on everyone's on the tip of their tongues was Kirill. He was leading. So, and maybe it would have been a breakout year, and we're not having these discussions. But obviously now with the injury, and you look at just the stats and comparing him to the other top players in the league, he doesn't come close to stats wise, really. Yeah, he had 100 points one year, but geez, so did the Nuge, man.
That's a good point. Right now, where would you rank them in terms of let's not just go wingers, but full, because Leon, McKinnon, McDavid, your top three. And then I think people, depending on who you ask, would have Kucherov, would have, who am I missing? Austin Matthews. Some might have Eichel, Kaprizov.
He's in the top 10.
Yeah.
But it's 6 through 10.
Yeah.
I don't think he busts through the top 5 right now.
Right now.
Salary-wise, he does, but not with past performance. I mean, I'm the first thing when I saw that he signed, I was like, oh, is this going to turn out to be another anchor deal like the Parise and Suter deal that just handcuffed this team for so long, and the cap's going up, and so it will eventually possibly even its way out. But he has to have a dynamite year. Years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And what does this do? And I'm taking Connor out of the conversation here, but what does this do to the other top guys? Then I was looking at some of the stuff online yesterday.
Kyle Connor.
What? Yeah. So Cheveldayoff, he was probably the one that hated this deal the most out of everyone.
Kempe,
Connor, Eichel. What does this mean for these types of guys?
Because it's all a valid argument. Kyle Connor's like, I've scored more goals than this guy.
Yeah.
Eichel's like, I've been better than this guy. Won a cup. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kempe.
Kempe's a proven NHL or a playoff performer.
He's like, Kopitar's done after this year. I'm your best player. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah, those GMs were not happy.
No. This is why now owners are going to have to redo their collective bargaining because their GMs are spending too much, going crazy again.
What's it called though? But we got to bring it back to Connor. Because Elliot Friedman keeps saying he's hearing that Connor's going to take less. Tommy just had a great rant on Oil Stream saying, come on, guys, he is not taking less than Kirill Kaprizov. Do you think this impacts Connor at all?
Well, I hate to say it, but I don't think Connor's going to sign. So to me,
but let's just say if he does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's just, he has to go north. He can command north of 17 without teams going, no. He is heads and shoulders above Kaprizov at this point.
It's not
right.
Close,
it's not even close. So the fact that he can't go 5 or 10 million more than Kaprizov is the real problem.
Yeah.
Because I think Dusty mentioned the 20% of the cap next year is 19.1 that he read in a newspaper.
I love the old school newspaper. It's going to be interesting. You don't think Connor gets done? I think Connor gets done. Obviously, and I'm not breaking any news. I'm not being an inside, but I think it gets done before game 1. I don't know. My spidey senses are saying Monday. We're going to have a big day here on EST as Connor McDavid's going to announce his extension. I am intrigued because Elliot Friedman doesn't throw stuff out there just for bleeps and giggles. He throws it out there because he knows he has good sources, and I'm intrigued that he's saying it's going to be a lower number than Kaprizov, and it's going to be a shorter term.
I wonder if that makes sense though. Does it make sense to sign for 2 for what do they say, 15.5?
Yeah.
And then when the cap is what would it be in 2 years, like 110 million per team, something around that? Is that when he just goes, okay, now give me the boat?
Yeah, but then again, like there's no guarantees he's going to sign here, right? Like,
then I would say he's on the boat.
If he signs a 2-year deal, to me, that is so telling that Connor McDavid doesn't trust what's going on here. He's going to give it 2 years.
That gives them 3 years
to win. Yeah, but that's what I mean. He trusts them. He's like, okay, I know we're going to be good for the next couple of years, year 3, who knows? He goes, but I want to revisit this in 3 years and see where we're at.
And you know what? I mean, this might not be a popular take at this point, but if Connor McDavid gets another shot at it, he needs to be better when it counts most. He's been in 2 situations where he hasn't had a great game. And I know it's a team game, and you look through other teams that have won and other guys have stepped up and become the best players of the team at that point. But this is 2 shots at it where even though he won the Conn Smythe in that first go round, those last few games, he was non-existent scoring wise.
And that's fair. That's,
I mean, how can you say this team, I'm waiting to see what these guys do. They've given you a chance 2 years in a row now. And I know he was amazing in that one run, but when it came down to crunch time, if he has one Connor McDavid type game that we're so accustomed to seeing here, in that 2 years ago in Game 7, he's already got a Stanley Cup in his back pocket.
100. Hey, and that's a great point. He's got to be better in the finals. He has
to be better in the finals. Yeah.
He has to. So
yeah,
he can. And listen, I know a lot of people are saying like he's got to help the team. No, he doesn't. And I stand by that. He doesn't have to help anybody on the Edmonton Oilers. He's done more than his share. He deserves to be paid like the best damn player on the planet. He's going to go down one of the best players ever. He deserves it. It's not his fault the Oilers have bad contracts. So listen, if he takes less, kudos to him. I'll applaud him. But I'm kind of with Tommy. I don't think he takes less than 17. It might be 17.5.
But this is why I have trouble, because you already know what the percentage is for next year. They know the cap's going up, right? It's all said and done. You know it's going to be 19 or whatever.
Yeah.
Why hasn't he signed it?
It's a great question. It is. And again, he might just be like, like I said, he's dance puppet. That's what he's doing to all of us right now. Or he's really questioning and he has questions about the management here and how they're going to move forward with this team. Let's be honest. That's a possibility. And listen, there's people on Twitter yesterday before this Connor Ingram. They're like, the Oilers are not a serious team about winning. They went to the Stanley Cup Finals. They're very serious about winning. Okay? Connor Ingram doesn't change that. They're serious because they got Connor Ingram. Come on.
If they weren't serious, they would have traded like Leon 2 years ago or something.
Like, come on. This is a team that's serious. They know their window's still open. For how long remains to be seen, but Connor McDavid, I'll say this: if he doesn't sign by the first game, then like my worry level is going to get a little bit higher.
Well, get ready to start worrying.
All right. Hey, we only got 30 thumbs up, and we have 100 and how much do we have right now? 129 watching.
I'm wearing leathers for thumbs.
Let's go. Let's get to 100.
I look like Arthur Fonzarelli. Let's go. Hey.
Coming up next, we'll get to Stan Bowman's comments from today. We'll play about 5-6 minutes of that. We'll also have to get to this Luke Hughes contract. But what say you? Do you think Connor signs by Game 1 of the regular season next Wednesday? Let us know. River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Nasty Chat, slam that thumbs up. And, of course, portions of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. UFC 320 is live Saturday, October 4th at the CBH with TVs at every turn, ice-cold drinks, and nonstop action. You won't miss a moment. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house is your house. More hockey talk on the other side of the break. Here's Ben, Sports Update.
The Edmonton Oilers have added depth in goal, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will retain $800K on his deal, dropping his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield as he's been out of NHL action the past few months while in the player assistance program. The Oilers are back on the ice tonight for their second last preseason game as they visit the Seattle Kraken. Edmonton has recalled James Hamblin, Vladimir Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg to help round out their lineup. Puck is set to drop for 8 o'clock. Elsewhere, the New Jersey Devils have locked up young blue liner Luke Hughes to an 8-year contract worth $9 million per season. Hughes tallied 44 points across 71 games last season in his second full campaign. On the waiver wire, Edmonton native Tyson Jost has been claimed by Nashville after being placed on waivers by Carolina. And to baseball, the MLB postseason continues today. The Tigers and Guardians are underway right now. That game currently sits at 1-1 at the top of the 8th inning. And the Padres and Clubs are also squaring off with that game in the end of the second inning, with the Padres still leading 1-0. Later this afternoon, the Red Sox and Yankees meet for Game 2 of their series. Boston holding a 1-0 lead. First pitch is scheduled for 4:08, with the winner advancing to face the division-winning Blue Jays. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood the Duke. Locally owned and operated since 1993, they're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors, flooring, to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood the Duke, the experts you need to know. More of Joaquin, Gage, and Hernan Salas on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
But we were walking to a 16th tee, I think it was, and I heard this, like all kinds of screaming, like from, I'm like, what the heck just happened? Why is everyone screaming out here? And then someone behind us hollered at us, the Jays just hit a grand slam home run. And so people were yelling all over the golf course because they're watching on their phones, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
We're back here. Oh, my headphones crapped out here.
Well, they're cut.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that.
Oh, you didn't?
I can only hear one ear.
I was worried about it starting a fire on your beard there.
Hey, welcome back to EST Afternoons. Hit us up, of course, River Korean Box 780-218-9999. Slam that thumbs up, nasty chat, of course. If you're listening in iHeart, tune in, radio app, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Just come on over and slam that thumbs up. We're getting closer and closer. We're officially 1 week away from the start of the Oilers season, which is going to be great. Looking forward to all the shows. Just constantly breaking down Oilers games. Benny's joining the pre and post game shows with Tom Gazzola and Matt Cassian. Looking forward to that as well. We'll be going to a lot more games, Joaquin. I'll join Reed in those scrums.
Are you going to join Reed in the scrums?
Yeah, he'll have to hold my hand though. So.
Oh, you're going to go to more games?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
We do have a poll up on our YouTube channel. Will McDavid sign before game 1 of the season? Right now, very early. 80% say no. Holy smoke. You're getting to them, Gager. You're getting to them. This is really annoying that I can only hear out of one ear, but let's go like this.
You want mine?
No, we're good. We're good. Okay, Joaquin, Luke Hughes signs 7 years, $9 million AAV, which just blows my mind, okay? He 155 games in the NHL. Okay. Career high is 47 points. He's a career minus 34. Listen, I understand that maybe 3-4 years down the road with the salary cap going up, this could be a bargain. But this is kind of like Frank Nazar's deal with the Chicago Blackhawks that we got earlier in the summer. Mm-hmm. This seems, this is only 1.5 less million than Evan Bouchard makes.
Maybe he just put on the contract Quinn in pencil and then erased it real quick and then put Luke. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it's just to keep the family happy. I don't know. Right? Like, by all accounts, he's going to be a pretty good defenseman.
I mean, he's 93 points in 154. He's good.
He's good.
He's going to be a solid defenseman. Again, down the road, this could be a hell of a deal for him.
It could be.
But at 22, because when I compare it to Evan Bouchard, obviously different in age, but what I'm saying is Evan Bouchard got 10.5, but Evan Bouchard can turn a game around by himself like we saw in the playoffs. He can.
Do you think there's a kind of a change now? Because you know how they talked about the big stars aren't, well, aside from Kaprizov, but it seemed like the big stars are looking for those shorter terms right now and then really cashing in later. So I think what you're seeing with a lot of NHL teams with their younger potential star players is try to lock these guys up, because if they do, then they're, we'll just want 1 or 2 years. So now you're preemptively trying to get these guys locked down and locked in at a number that's high right now, but won't, like we said, it won't be that high later on. And by all accounts, Luke Hughes, like I remember when he came out, they were saying he's the best brother. I don't know if that's true or whatever, but there's something to it. And, you know, to have a line of Hugheses, the possibility of having a line of Hugheses, if we'll see what happens in Vancouver in a few years.
It's the only way that's going to work out, though, now, if Quinn goes there.
Yeah.
Right?
I know, yeah.
So Smitty the Welder says, wow, that Bouchard deal looks unreal right now. Yeah. For real. And C Run says Darnell Nurse good because he's making what? Now, different times in their career, of course. Both guys on the Oilers are older than Luke Hughes. But so this is, I think right now we're all saying, wow, for a guy who's played 2 years and kind of gave his numbers.
Well, we're accustomed to bridge deals with these younger guys too, right?
And I'm glad you brought that up because I almost forgot to bring it up, but they're avoiding the Darnell Nurse bridge situation.
Yeah.
Where they ended up overpaying for him at the end.
That could be it too. It's not like they've seen trends in the past. What does that mean? You probably could have got Darnell if you didn't bridge him. You could have signed him long term, and he would, because the rumor has it he was all ready to go at what, 6?
4 years.
4 years at 6 or something like that, and that would have been great.
Yeah.
But they waited.
If they don't bridge him, imagine he signs an 8-year deal worth 6. We're all sitting here saying, what a great deal.
Yeah, it would have been one of the who signed Darnell?
Seth Jones.
Was it Chiarelli?
Kenny Holland.
Kenny Holland did?
Yeah.
I mean, we would be raving about Kenny Holland at that point.
Because remember back then, Clefbaum signed that big deal for $4 million. We were all like, holy smokes, that's a lot of money. But at the he didn't finish that deal.
But
obviously,
people still liked that deal.
Yeah.
He took a pay cut. He could have got more.
But even for some people, it was a lot. But then, like in the third year of that deal, we were all like, "What a steal!"
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. That is a bargain, and I think that's what. Now these prices are getting big because the salary cap's going up, all that stuff, right? These are the prices that these young guys are going for now, which is the norm. But I think New Jersey looks at it like, guys, in years 3 to 8, it's going to be a bargain.
I think I told you this, but it was last summer when I was at a golf tournament with Cliff Ronning.
Yeah.
And we were golfing, and one of the guys we were golfing with goes, "Hey, Cliff, talking about how many points you scored and things like that." And Cliff goes into, he goes, "Yeah, my last few years was a certain amount." And he knew exactly where he would fit in and what his salary would be. My salary would be around $3.5-4 million a year, which it wasn't, right? So
it's just crazy.
It's crazy. Now it's even higher.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of these deals just because if you keep bridging like the Oilers did with Darnell Nurse, you end up paying.
Yeah.
You end up kind of hurting yourself. And listen, Darnell Nurse has been good for the Oilers. Good. Okay. In playoffs, he's been up and down, but 9.25 is not what the Oilers should be paying Darnell Nurse.
See, this is another thing that you have to look at as well as a general manager is when your players are contracts are done, who else around the league that's comparable are having contracts that are ending too?
Yeah.
Because I think what happened most of all with Ken Holland, where Darnell was fine with the number, but I believe it was Dougie Hamilton that signed first. Or no,
Seth Jones.
Seth Jones signed first, and that just reset the whole market. So you gotta look at what's around you that could possibly influence the player that you want to keep. With those bridge deals and make sure that they don't coincide with possibly some other guys that can drive his price up.
Yeah, we'll do Hernan's. Hernan's role is supposed to be in this hour. We'll do it in the next hour. But yeah, it's interesting. Luke Hughes, like I said, I think a lot now. It looks like it, but I think in a couple of years it's going to look really, really good for the New Jersey Devils. And we'll have James Nichols from New Jersey Hockey Now coming up in about 10 minutes time to talk to us about this deal and how they look in the preseason. Will it take the next step here coming up for their season? I think they lost in the first. Yeah, they lost in the first round last year to Carolina. But Jack Hughes is exciting. He got hurt last year. Nico Hischier's really taking that next step. Luke Hughes is a hell of a defenseman. Dougie Hamilton's healthy. They've added a few players, former Oiler Connor Brown. So it's a good conversation. Jessi Pierce also coming up. But we will hear from Stan Bowman right now. If Benny can tee that up. He met with the media today. We'll play about 5 minutes here. But here's Edmonton Oilers General Manager Stan Bowman.
Connor Ingram, just the thought behind that, and what's the plan for him?
Plan for him is to go to Bakersfield. He's not been in training camp right now, so we need to get him going, get him, up to speed. And so I just spoke to him a few minutes ago, and he's excited for a new opportunity, for a fresh start. And so the plan is for him to go to Bakersfield. And the way we look at it is this is a great depth option for us. And I think whether it's injuries or whether it's the play of our team, it's nice to know that we have someone in our organization that's have some recent success in the NHL. We have Matt Tompkins as well. So I think goalie's that one position where when you need it, it's really difficult sometimes to find it, because if a guy gets hurt, you're sort of at the whim of who's available, and oftentimes there's nobody available. So we want to get him back going, and when he's at his best, that's how I like to measure players, is when he's playing well and he's on top of his game, we know he can be a really good goaltender. So we got to help him get back to that point. I know he's excited for a fresh start. So he's going to be in Bakersfield, and then we'll just kind of take it from there. There's no set program for when he could be there for the whole season. We don't know. So the plan is not to just get him up to speed and then bring him to Edmonton. We want to have it as a good depth opportunity for us, and the play of our goalies and the play of our team, as well as his play, will dictate where it goes.
So on the goaltending front, there's sort of been this feeling like if some option comes up where you can make an upgrade, then you'll consider it. Are you set on your goalies at this point then with this addition? Do you feel like now you're not as much in the market to add on the goaltending front?
Well, I mean, goalies are no different than anyone else. If there's a way to upgrade your team and have a surefire improvement on your roster, we'd have to look at that. But the reality of it is that those situations are very rare, not just for goalies, but for established players that are going to come in and clearly be better than who you have. That's not that common for it to happen. So I would say if that situation presented itself 2 months from now, or I wouldn't rule it out, but I think we're in a much better position today than we were yesterday relative to our goaltending depth. Connor's still a young guy. Like, he's got the road ahead of him. Is the last year of his contract, so he's eager to prove that he can be that guy and be part of an NHL tandem. So I think we're going to get to know him and help him get his game to the best it can be, and then we'll see where it goes.
You have two goalies right now that are unrestricted free agents at the end of the season.
Right.
Has there been any conversation about re-signing Stu or Calvin, or where are those kind of negotiations?
Yeah, we haven't talked to them about extensions. Not to say that we won't, but I think you're right. Sometimes that goes both ways, where you get a real motivated goalie and you get them wanting to prove that they're the guy for the future. So now we've essentially got three guys in that boat in the last year of their contract, and we'll have to sort that out over the next 10 months what we're going to do with our goaltending, but for now, that's not something we're looking at.
When someone like Dustin Wolf from Calgary signs for what he signed for, does that set a benchmark for a guy like Stewart, or how do you see that?
There's a lot of factors in those deals that, everything is relevant to a degree, but also there are differences. So when you get down to it, you get into the negotiations with an agent, then those factors are all at play, but I wouldn't say it's like a one-for-one comparison.
Do you expect to go into the season without an extension in place for McDavid at this point?
No, I don't have expectations either way on that. I think we're continuing to talk to Judd regularly. I talk to him almost every day, and had good chats with Connor all along the way too. So I guess I don't like to make predictions. We'll see where it goes.
How would you sort of...
All right, that's Edmonton Oilers GM Stan Bowman with the media today after acquiring goaltender Connor Ingram from Utah in exchange for future considerations. Utah will also retain $800,000 of his $9.95 million contract this year. So the plan is he's going to be in Baco down for a while. He had no training camp, so he'll take some time to get up to speed. Interesting that he would not commit to extensions for either goalie at this time. Well, it's not interesting. It's kind of what we expected, right?
Well, there's a lot of guys that are up for contracts, right?
Yeah.
So,
but to be like, Stuart Skinner, I think it's the right move, Joaquin. Wait and see. I don't think there's a rush, because if he's not good, then you're probably walking away.
Yeah, but if he's good, then you're rolling the dice too.
Exactly. Because is it a one-off? Do you know what I mean?
Well, it won't matter. It'll be recency bias with any other GM. If Stuart Skinner has a good year and gets to July 1st,
yeah,
you're rolling the dice to see if this guy is going to stick around. Right?
Someone's going to pay him.
So, if someone will grab him for sure.
Yeah. And I know DVD asked the question about a Dustin Wolf comparison. I think it's a little bit different because Dustin Wolf just signed that deal out, and it doesn't kick in until next year because he's still on his entry, where Skinner's going into his third contract.
And look, I think there's just like the Kaprizov deal, you know, Minnesota had to get their big dog signed.
Yeah.
And I think there's a slight overpayment that they had to make sure that this guy is in Minnesota for the next 8 years. Same thing with Dustin Wolf. This is an American guy that Calgary has seen Americans leave their team recently.
Good point.
Right?
Yeah.
You're avoiding those bridge deals. This is the same type of situation that we're just seeing with Hughes in New Jersey. You're locking these guys down, avoiding those, because by all accounts, when you look at Dustin Wolf's career. Every league he goes to, he becomes the best goalie in the league. Yeah. And if he does that, all of a sudden you got to pay this guy whatever, $10 million, $11 million. You don't want to be paying your goaltenders over 10% of the cap or whatever it'll be at that point. It wouldn't be, but yeah, they're looking to the future, and they're showing. Sometimes it's nice to show. I know we look at what has he done for you? Why does he deserve this contract? Well, part of it is them predicting where he's going to be at in a few years too.
It's similar to the Hughes, the Frank Nazar. They expect these are going to be bargains down the road.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta look to the future and hope that the return on your investment is going to bring value later on.
They're not doing the bridge stuff.
You don't invest money and hopefully it goes down in value, right?
Exactly. And then one last note, nothing new on McDavid. He just said they've been talking every day with his agent and they'll continue. He didn't want to make any predictions, so we'll see. Benny has a pull up on our nasty chat. Will McDavid be signed by game 1 a week from now? Let us know, yes or no. We'll give you the results. Still to come, James Nichols up next from New Jersey to talk about this Luke Hughes deal. Jessi Pierce from NHL.com from Minnesota to talk all things wild. Hernan's role still to come. Courageous moment. All that fun stuff. Slam that thumbs up for us. Hit us up on the nasty chat and the afternoon inbox, like always, presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their happy hour, 525 drinks, available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. The afternoon inbox is 780-218-9999. That does it for hour 1 here on EST Afternoons. A loaded hockey hour 2 on the way as well. We're back after the break.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Get ready for pure adrenaline at Buck's Auto Parts Annihilation Night, Saturday, September 13th at Brand Torque Raceway. Witness an action-packed evening filled with crashing, smashing, and jaw-dropping stunts. From heart-pounding collisions to cars dropped from towering cranes and a jet car burn. Celebrate an evening of outrageous entertainment at Buck's Auto Parts Annihilation Night, Saturday, September 13th at Brand Torque Raceway. Just west of Highway 2 and Highway 19 at the Edmonton International Airport. Tickets and info online at radraceway.com.
Taco Tuesday just got wild at the Canadian Brewhouse. New tacos and quesadillas are just $3.49 all day. And after 4 p.m., sip $5.99 spicy mango margaritas and enjoy $2 off Corona tankers. Let's talk about a good time. The Canadian Brewhouse.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Elks receiver Odu Hilaire. You got to stay here in the winter and we'll get you skating. It's not that cold.
You said it's not that cold, but literally everyone have told me I have to get my own Canadian coat. I can't buy a coat from here and take it there and think it's going to work. I have to get a special coat.
Yeah, you got to get a winter jacket and a toque and mitts, and then you're fine.
I've never even owned those things, man.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Edmonton Oilers have made a move in net, picking up Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah retains $800,000 on his contract, lowering his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will head to Bakersfield as he hasn't seen NHL action for a few months while in the player assistance program. Edmonton hits the ice tonight in Seattle for their second last preseason matchup with the Kraken. James Hamblin, Viljami Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg have been brought up to help fill out their roster. That game gets going at 8 o'clock. Around the NHL, the New Jersey Devils have signed defenseman Luke Hughes to an 8-year extension worth $9 million annually. Hughes produced 44 points in 71 games last season in his second full year. On the waiver wire, local product Tyson Jost has been claimed by the Nashville Predators after being waived by Carolina. And to the Diamond, MLB playoff action continues today. The Tigers and Guardians are on the field right now as we speak. That game is currently 6-1 Guardians at the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Padres and Cubs are also going at it with the Padres up 1-0 in the top of the 4th. Later this afternoon, the Yankees and Red Sox are in Game 2 of their series with Boston up 1-0. First pitch goes at 4:08, with the winner of the series moving on to face the AL East champions, Blue Jays. James Nichols coming right up here on EST Afternoons. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
All right, we're back here on EST Afternoons. Hour 2 here. Edmonton Oilers game night. They take on the Kraken down in Seattle. You want to watch the game? It's on Oilers Plus. We got no lineup information from the coaches today, so just have to wait until they hit the ice for warm-ups. If you're tuning in to their second last preseason game of this long training camp, Guardians. Ooh.
That's an explosion.
That's an explosion. Looks like they're going to tie it up 6-1 right now over the Tigers. But let's continue the hockey talk as we head to New Jersey to talk Devils as we're joined by James Nichols from New Jersey Hockey Now. James, busy day for you. How's things down in New Jersey today?
Very, very busy today. I've taken about 4 of these calls, but it's been a good time. And good news for you, the Devils are getting new jerseys after they retire the black ones.
Love it.
So you're not far off there.
Yeah. No, I love it. Hey, the big news today, obviously, for the Devils, they signed their young defenseman Luke Hughes to a 7-year deal worth $9 million. James, I mean, right now on the surface, it's like, wow, what a deal for a guy who's played 155 games, plus minus. You want to look at it, sure. But I think down the road, this is going to be a hell of a deal for the Devils. Is that the way they're looking at this down there?
Well, that's exactly it, right? I mean, you just look at what happened yesterday with Kirill Kaprizov, signs the most lucrative contract in NHL history, and that's where, the market is going. Obviously, the cap is going up significantly over the next several years, and, you're looking down the line at, well, who's coming next via free agency or who needs a contract soon, right? And you're looking at Luke's brother Quinn, you're looking at Cale Makar, and you're saying those guys are going to get mega deals. Now, is Luke Hughes of that echelon? No, not yet. Will he be? It's open for debate. It could happen. He's just 22 years old. But certainly, the Devils believe that he is a number one defenseman. And to get paid at $9 million as a number one defenseman, whether that's right now or if they just believe he's going to evolve into that, is good business, because right now, yes, it seems like, wow, $9 million a year, that's a lot of money. But 2-3 years from now, you're going to look at that contract and say, or they're hoping and say, this is a good bit of business here. He's making almost a bargain for the production that he provides us with. So I think ultimately it was a grind to get here, but a good bit of business on both sides.
James, the New Jersey Devils are always an interesting team. When you look at their rosters, it's a nice mixture of veterans and young players. I think a few years ago, possibly they could have been a little bit ahead of their time. A few setbacks, although there were some injuries to key personnel. Where do the New Jersey Devils fit in this year? Saying that they're healthy throughout the year, where do you think, what can they accomplish?
Yeah, if they're healthy, they plan to be a contender, and that's the key word there, right, is the health. We know what's happened with Jack Hughes the past 2 seasons. We know 2 seasons ago how injury-ridden this team was, and they're hoping that those days are behind them. They had a few other things that were holding them back, too. The blue line needed some work, and that's real good now. And the goaltending, it was very questionable. It was a rotating door, and that has been solidified, since with Jacob Markstrom and Jake Allen. So they have the star power up front to score. They hope that they solidified the depth, which was an issue last year. Majority of the offense came from the top 6, but the bottom 6 was really not providing anything. That means, they go out this summer and they get guys like Connor Brown. The rookie from the KHL comes over, Arseny Griciuk. They're hoping he can, provide that depth scoring and maybe even evolve into a little bit more. They're hoping Dawson Mercer can take a step forward and return to that 2022-23 form. So the Devils certainly have it in mind that they are, a top contending team. It's just a matter of them being able to take that step and put themselves in that echelon. They know they have the parts. It's just being able to convert.
James Nichols from the New Jersey Hockey Now joins us here on EST Afternoon. James, just back to Luke Hughes quickly. I brought up his plus minus. Now, you look at that stat with a grain of salt. A lot of context has to go into it, who he's playing with, who the matchups are. But is there a few parts of his game that he needs to improve on here?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, listen, the things that he's good at are transitioning the puck. Yeah. He's great on offense. His defense got a ton of work last season, skating alongside Brett Pesce. It still needs some work, though. He needs to learn how to keep his opponents that he's defending to the perimeters. That's one thing that he was working on last year, and I did see improvement, but there's room for progress there. And the other thing that I noticed was his first pass out of the defensive zone. Every once in a while, there was a bad read there, and it would be intercepted in the neutral zone, and the puck would end up going the other way. So that's something he certainly wants to work on. And I think that this summer was a big one for him. Obviously, he hasn't been in training camp for the past 2 weeks, but the hope is that, when he steps in tomorrow and, if he does play tomorrow night in the preseason matchup against the Rangers, remains to be seen. They're hoping that, he is able to just seamlessly step in instead of being a step behind. So those are 2 areas of his game that I'm looking at, is just, being able to keep the game in front of him, keep his opposition in front of him, and not let those guys get on the inside in the defensive zone, and his first pass out of the zone once he does retrieve pucks.
James, the Oilers fans are no stranger to Connor Brown, a player that's joined the New Jersey Devils in the off season here. Where does he fit into this lineup? Is he looked at more of a veteran presence, kind of a penalty killing role? What do you see? Where's Connor Brown fit in?
Yeah, right now they have him working as a third liner on the right wing. He's playing with Andre Palat and Cody Glass, and that line has actually formed some real good chemistry. I like what I've seen from that trio so far. I think they have him as kind of a utility guy. He's probably going to play on second unit power play. He's probably going to kill penalties as well, and it's really going to be situational for him, right? He has the capabilities, he has the speed to be a forechecker, but he also has the offensive talent to pop some goals. So I think they bought a guy in Connor Brown, who you guys would know this as well, is that kind of utility. He's able to do all the above. Is he great at any one particular thing? No, he's just really good at a lot of different things, right? So I think that's his role, is to kind of be doing contributing to many different parts of the team, and I do think he has the capabilities to do so.
James, is there any young guys we need to know about that are pushing for spots here for the New Jersey Devils and to start off the season here with the squad?
Yeah, for sure. Seamus Casey's looked really good in the preseason. Obviously, Luke Hughes stepping in and signing that contract complicates that a little bit. But I mean, I've been really pleased to see his development so far. Last year, a couple of his knocks were in the defensive zone. He's an undersized defenseman. Is he able to keep the game in front of him? Is he strong enough to win his puck battles along the boards? And so far, he's proven that he can. Again, take with a grain of salt, right? It's just preseason, and they're not full NHL lineups that he's playing up against. But I really do like what I've seen from him in the defensive end. And then, of course, offensively, we've known he's a gifted offensive defenseman. He's been given, to this point, power play 1 duties. He's been able to walk the line real well, distribute, transition the puck. So you definitely see a faster game, both body and mind, for Seamus Casey. Another guy I'm looking at is Shane LaChance. He was part of that Trent Frederick deal, actually, who has made a name for himself because of his size. He's done real well down low at the puck. He's done real well as a net front presence, and I think they just like the character of Shane LaChance. They like who they brought in as a person. So he's like captain material. If he's going to get there in the NHL, I'm not quite sure, but he's certainly going to be, in my mind, an effective bottom 6 guy. I think of early Kevin Hayes when I see Shane LaChance. I really like what I'm seeing from this guy, and I think that he definitely has an NHL future.
James, great stuff, great breakdown. A big day there in New Jersey as they signed their young defenseman to a 7-year deal worth $9 million AAV. It's going to be a fun season. All the best covering the New Jersey Devils, and I'm sure we'll have you on again.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Talk soon.
All right, James Nichols from New Jersey Hockey Now joined us. Interesting. I mean, lots to grow. The player's only 22, Joaquin, and so I mean, I think, like you said, it's an investment, and it's going to pay off for them in the long run. This text says, I find it interesting that Luke Hughes' contract is supposed to remove the Nurse Bridge fiasco. If you look at the timing of the deal Hughes just got, he will become a free agent at the same age as Nurse when he signed this big deal. How old is Nurse? Okay, so
29, 28?
I think he's 29. Yeah, so he'll be a UFA, that is Luke Hughes, in 2032. He'll be 28 years old.
Again, because Nurse signed 2 bridges, didn't he?
Yeah.
He went through 2, right? So, different situation.
Yeah.
But as you're seeing, you're getting guys locked up for longer periods of time now. It's younger guys, it seems like, where it's flipped, where most young guys would get these bridges, it seemed like, and the older guys would sign the long term and the security, right?
So let's just put it this way. They say Luke Hughes, they bridge him 2 years now. Let's say at 6, whatever. And then in 2 years from now, he keeps getting better, Joaquin. He's probably getting 11, 13.
Yeah.
Right?
Because he's going to be, if you're thinking this guy might be measured up against his brother, Makar, you got to look at those savings too, 2 years from now. Because I believe Makar has 1 more year or 2 more years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Darnell Nurse is 30 years old. He'll be 31 in February.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Yeah, it's interesting. But you're right. A lot of teams are giving these young guys big deals, hoping that in the back end of those deals, they're just complete bargains. And these guys are absolute studs. Yeah. Frankie Nazar, now this kid, who's another young guy that signed, Dustin Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, you'll always compare yourself to what other guys make around the league, I guess. But you hope at that point by signing a young guy, you're really in your window to win, and he wants to stay.
Yeah,
too.
Of course. And the Quinn Hughes one, when he's a free agent, is going to be huge because he wants to play with his brothers. Both guys are locked up there.
That was another thing you got to kind of look at. We locked up your family. Let's go. Let's get in here.
Interesting.
Let's make Thanksgiving a real Thanksgiving.
Yeah. The Afternoon Inbox presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out Tap 25 restaurant where the entire menu is 50% off. Available 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Up next, we head to Mini to talk to friend of the show, Jessi Pierce from NHL.com. We'll get all the goods on the Wild and this Kirill monster deal. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Here's Ben, Sports Update.
Edmonton Oilers have bolstered their goaltending depth, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will retain $800,000 on his deal, bringing his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram is set to report to Bakersfield after spending time away from the NHL in the player assistance program. The Oilers continue preseason play tonight in Seattle against the Kraken. To round out their roster, Edmonton has recalled James Hamblin, Viljami Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg. Puck drop is set for 8 o'clock. Elsewhere in the NHL, the New Jersey Devils have secured defenseman Luke Hughes to a 7-year contract worth $9 million per season. The 20-year-old posted 44 points in 71 games last season in his second full year. On the waiver wire, Edmonton native Tyson Jost has been claimed by Nashville after being waived by Carolina. And to baseball, the MLB playoffs roll on today. The Tigers and Guardians are underway as we speak. That game is currently the top of the 9th inning, with the Guardians winning 6-1 over the Tigers. And the Padres and Cubs go at it. That's in the bottom of the 4th inning, with the Padres still winning 1-0. Later this afternoon, it's Game 2 between the Yankees and Red Sox, while Boston leads the series for 1-0. First pitch goes at 4:08. The winner of the series moving on to face the division-winning Blue Jays. Jessi Pierce on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value, around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Need extra space for products, tools, or seasonal stock? Sentinel Storage gives your business flexible storage and the room to grow. Affordable storage that scales with you. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
We're back here. EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Benny the Jet. The boys are on location. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne, Ice House.
God, they get lobster. They go to the ice house. They get tagak. I mean, what do we got?
Oh, we got Ben.
We got Benny. I
Yeah,
guess that's okay.
We got, and all you wonderful people that listen and watch us. We truly appreciate it. We truly appreciate it. Of course, Edmonton Oilers in action tonight. Seattle Kraken, 8 o'clock. Oilers Plus. If anyone wants to hook up Hernan with a free Oilers Plus.
Just relax. You know what? Listen to on the radio. Get around the fire, turn on the radio like the old school days.
Like the old days.
Yeah. Listen to the soothing sounds of Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer.
Love Mooner. Great dude. All right. Let's head to Mini. Our good friend, Jessi Pierce, friend of the show from NHL.com, joins us. Jessi, thank you for taking the time today. How are you after what I can imagine was an incredibly busy Tuesday for you?
It was. I mean, it was a preseason home game as well, one of the final preseason games against the rivalry Winnipeg Jets. But none of that mattered because Kirill Kaprizov signed on that dotted line kind of threw a wrench in all of our plans, but for good reason. It's nice to put a period at the end of that sentence. Kirill Kaprizov, a Minnesota Wild member for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, let's get to it. I mean, a record-setting contract extension, 8 years, $17 million AAV. Bill Guerin was hilarious to kick off that presser as well, saying he effing better be happy. Jessi, how's that? I mean, this is... Go ahead.
Confession, that was my little reporter voice that had asked that. I didn't think we were streaming yet, so I was just kind of joking around with the boys, saying like, oh, are you guys so excited? And Billy, of course, responded in the most Billy way, who obviously also didn't think we were live streaming just yet. So I'm happy to report I am officially reporter in that viral video. So good on all of us.
Jessi and my co-host Joaquin Gage, he played with Billy Guerin, so he knows him pretty well, and he loved that moment from Bill Guerin. But how's this? I mean, Minnesota keeps their star. After last time we had you on, there was a little bit of worry there, like there is right now in Edmonton with Connor McDavid. But how's this being received, especially the dollar value of this deal?
I mean, it's tremendous for the fan base, for the organization. You lock up your superstar, as I think I mentioned last time I was with you guys. Minnesota doesn't get to keep nice things. They're used to Johan Santana from the Twins going away, Marian Gaborik from the Wild going away. It just kind of, that's been their lot in life in Minnesota sports fandom. So to have a superstar that you found in the 5th round who turns into this, elite talent, to be able to keep him around for 8 years is incredible. It's, I think, a little curious to everybody that they did go the 8 years, and it was, you hate to say just $1 million more, but just $1 million more than the contract he had turned down. But at the end of the day, I think as long as Bill Guerin, as he mentioned, goes to work and can build around Kirill and give him the supporting cast in order to make this team a contender, then you're going to really see the state erupt.
Jessi, you mentioned something there that's interesting to me. Now that Bill Guerin has done this and got the big dog signed, what do you see are his next steps, or where in this lineup does he have to kind of make it better so Kirill can start competing in the playoffs on a regular basis and hopefully for Minnesota Wild fans, Stanley Cups?
Yeah, I mean, the good news is you can look internally to a point. I think Matt Boldy is going to have a monster year this year. He's already had a great preseason, and you have him locked up at 7x7, which is going to be a real premium down the road here as he continues to grow. So I think that's your number one. I think Matt Boldy becomes your secondary. But outside of that, as we've discussed before, as everybody knows, it wasn't the offseason that Bill Guerin or many GMs had in mind. They weren't able to tap into that free agency. They weren't able to pick up players that they needed there. So I think Bill Guerin could be very busy by the trade deadline, adding those pieces, as long as he maneuvers it wisely and doesn't just go for the immediate needs, but also looks long-term. The Minnesota Wild have never had a true number one center. Joel Eriksson has played absolutely phenomenal in that position, and there are a few guys that can do what he does. But beyond that, the depth is pretty lacking. So I think that still remains the biggest area for Bill Guerin, is to find that true center, find somebody that can complement. And then, continuing to add some of those depth pieces is going to be huge. So I imagine it could be a very busy year because, again, Bill Guerin said, this is just the first step. It moves on from here because we want to win a cup, and everybody knows it's not just one guy that's going to do that, although a player like Kirill Kaprizov certainly helps in that desire.
Jessi Pierce from NHL.com joining us here, talking all things Minnesota Wild. Jessi, Matt Zuccarello, unfortunate injured, sounds like 7-8 weeks time for him. It's a lower body injury. Who do you see filling in for him? Because when I look at the Wild teams, like Boldy's, one of the elite power forwards. I mean, Kaprizov's a superstar in this league, but Zuccarello's kind of the guy that's just steady Eddie there for that team, the veteran. It's a big loss for him, but who's going to step up in his spot?
Yeah, real unfortunate, especially they were going to reignite the Kirill Kaprizov, Matt Zuccarello chemistry that we saw for so long. That was kind of the plan heading into camp and heading out to start the season. But you had mentioned Matt Boldy, Marco Rossi, Kirill, looking pretty solid for that top line. But the good news is there's always those next young guys to step up. I'm really looking at Liam Ogren to be that guy. He's had a pretty decent preseason. I don't want to say great because he's actually been quiet production-wise when it comes to the preseason game, so that's something that's still adjusting. But he's going to be their top guy that should seek this opportunity is Liam Ogren. He did well in Iowa last year. He's played a few NHL games under his belt. He's come in more confident, more comfortable. and he is a former first-round pick as well for the Minnesota Wild. So they're going to be expecting some big things. Another guy that's had a really nice camp that performed well is Hunter Haight. Hunter Haight has some speed. He's got some quickness. He can move the puck, and again, is familiar with the organization. So I think those two are the biggest wingers to look at. The other curious position would be Danila Yurov. He is coming in as a center. They wanted him to be a center. He played the past 2 seasons in the KHL as such, but they did move him to wing last night against the Jets because there's just been a little bit of adjustment, a little bit of struggles for him at the faceoff dot. So I do wonder if that is a more permanent move for Danila Yurov, is moving to wing, because then he would be another guy that obviously could eat up some of those Zuki minutes in production.
Jessi, I just want to, I think we're both in hockey mad markets, and still with the unsigning of Connor McDavid, you still get fans saying, well, he should take less if he wants to win. Minnesota's a little bit removed from those last big deals with Suter and Parise. Is there people in the Minnesota market thinking, wow, he should have taken less so they can be more competitive, or are they just happy to get their guy?
No, I think you definitely had a very split feeling a little bit. Everybody kind of saying it's too much. You're going to put them into cap purgatory again. It's going to be Suter and Parise all over again. You know, we thought Suter and Parise would bring their friends, and they were going to bring a Stanley Cup, the same way that Kirill is positioned to be. So there's definitely that conversation, and I think it's fair, right? That narrative is absolutely fair. Now, the idea is the cap is rising. You're going to get other guys that will take team friendlies and this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, great players want to play with great players, so hopefully Kirill can have that draw in effect. But I think it's a fair conversation, and something that Bill Guerin didn't necessarily quiet when broached about it yesterday. But at the end of the day, I think the way they structured the contract too helps alleviate some of that. It gets Kirill paid during his prime years. It makes sure that things are good. And then again, the hope is that cap just continues to rise up, so Bill Guerin and the Minnesota Wild will continue to have enough wiggle room to add those assets and those pieces that they desperately need.
Jessi, a young defenseman, Ziv Buyem there, he made his debut, I think, in the playoffs last year. How has he looked in this training camp? What kind of role do you expect him to play with the Minnesota Wild this year?
Yeah, he's getting some power play time this year, which I think is really good. It's something that he's familiar with, both with Team USA at World Juniors and international competition, as well as when he was at the University of Denver. You know, I think it's just about him getting used to that game. He came into camp 15 pounds heavier, which is great because I think he was probably about 120 pounds soaking wet at one point in time, especially when he made that debut in Vegas of all places, which has to be quite the difficult drive. But no, he's currently paired with Jared Spurgeon, which I think is a huge help, right? You have his veteran status. Spurgeon's able to kind of cover up any mistakes that Ziv might make, but it's Ziv's year. I think he's going to have another really good year. I think he's comfortable. He's confident. He knows the pressure's on him to be kind of one of those top four defensemen, especially with Jonas Brodin still questionable to start the season. And I think he's going to have a good rookie season for sure.
Jessi, great stuff. Thank you for taking the time to join us. I know it's a busy time for all media around the NHL markets. Looking forward to the start next week, and I'm sure we'll have you on during the season.
Yes, if you guys want me to show Connor McDavid where to sign, let me know. I'd be happy to help him with that as well. So,
please, Jessi, please. We need this to happen.
Yeah.
So hopefully it comes down before next Wednesday.
I think you would drink for free if you got that done whenever you came to Edmonton.
Yeah, right? I love it. Well, happy hockey season, guys.
All right, Jessi, all the best. All right, that's Jessi Pierce from NHL.com. Great breakdown, friend of the show. I think every time we go to Mini, Jessi's is the media member to go to. She's excellent.
Oh, yeah.
At what she does. And now we know she was the one that asked the question to Bill Guerin. It wasn't to Bill Guerin. It was to Kirill. Are you happy?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Bill Guerin's like, yeffing better be.
Oh, Billy.
Whoa.
Man, is Bill Guerin funny, dude. Oh, he's so good.
Yeah,
what a good
He's
dude.
half Spanish.
Probably why.
Tom Gazzola on the Nasty Chat. Who's that leather daddy? Ooh.
You know exactly who that is, Tommy. Quit messing around.
Hey, you want to give the courageous moment to a team again?
Yes.
Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, coming back. The 8th there, and just going ham.
And now they're going to Detroit for Game 3. It's a lot of pressure, man. I hate the wild card because it's only like it's the best of 3, obviously.
Yeah, but it's
so
usually the best to watch sometimes.
It is. So, and that's a good series, man. That's a really very good series. Listen, I don't know if I want the Blue Jays to play the Yankees or Red Sox yet, but I want that series to go 3. Like I want the Yankees to win tonight.
Oh,
because it's such a good rivalry, man.
Yeah. You want it to come down to Game 3.
And then they got to use more arms. Do you know what I mean? And the Blue Jays are just sitting there waiting.
Tire out their bats.
Yeah, exactly. So today's courageous moment, which is presented by, of course, Alberta Blue Cross. From comebacks on the field to challenges off it, Alberta Blue Cross helps Albertans face every moment with courage, and we're going to give it to the Cleveland Guardians today. A big win, a big push there in the final innings for them. They tie the series up at 1. Tomorrow, it's the decider. And then we got 3 other games, 1 ongoing right now. I'm really looking forward to the Red Sox Yankees today. Like I said, I don't know who I want the Blue Jays to face yet, but I want that series to go 3. Who's with me? I think the Dodgers are going to roll again. Those guys are just a unit. Teoscar had a 3-run shot. Ohtani, they were just absolutely fantastic. So, courageous moment for the Alberta Blue Cross is the Cleveland Guardians. On the other side of the break, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have Hernan rolled, and we'll continue the conversation when it comes to Connor McDavid, Connor Ingram, Kaprizov, Luke Hughes, whatever you guys want. Hit us up on the River Korean Box, 780-218-9999, or hit us up on the Nasty Chat. We're at 68 thumbs up, 32. Do you think we can get 32 in the next 23 minutes? To hit better. 100? All right. And we say hello to the listeners, viewers who have joined us from Winnipeg Sports Talk, the Hustlerites, the Winnipeggers, the WSTers. We say hello. We're back after the break.
The Edmonton Oilers have added to their goalie depth, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will retain $800K on his contract, dropping his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after stepping away from the NHL for a stretch while a knee player sits in his program. The Oilers are back in preseason action tonight as they visit the Seattle Kraken. Edmonton has recalled James Hamblin, Viljami Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg to help fill out their lineup. Puck drop goes at 8 o'clock. Around the league, the New Jersey Devils have signed defenseman Luke Hughes to a 7-year deal worth $9 million annually. The 20-year-old is coming off a 44-point season across 71 games in just his second full NHL campaign. On the waiver wire, Edmonton product Tyson Jost has been picked up by the Nashville Predators after being waived by Carolina. And to baseball, the MLB postseason continues. The Tigers and Guardians wrapped up earlier with Cleveland winning 6-1 to push their series to a Game 3 tomorrow. The Padres and Cubs are also in action as we speak, and that game is currently 1-0 Padres at the top of the 5th inning. Later today, the Red Sox and Yankees score off in Game 2. Boston holding a 1-0 series edge. First pitch is at 4:08 with the winner of the series set to face the AL East champions, Blue Jays. Final segment of EST Afternoons. On the other side of the break, I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
We're back here, final segment. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne with the Reed Wilkins Show coming up from the Ice House at 3 o'clock. I spoke wrong.
Yeah.
As I usually do.
Well, I would have spoke wrong too. I thought it was.
The game's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Same location.
So
you like that?
Oh, whatever.
You like that?
Not really. But I guess they make enough money.
Yeah, who cares? Triple Crown, hoping the Yanks and Red Sox go to extra innings. 20 of them.
BBJ, isn't the same deal Dahlin got off entry level? So when you look at Rasmus Dahlin coming in as an 18-year-old, obviously entry level till 2021 at the max, but then he signed a 3-year, $6 million a year, and then after that jumped to 11. So
a little bit different, right? So you're just it's a jump here, but if Hughes signs a bridge 3 years, he could come out 12, 13, who knows when the cap's at a certain point, right? So and in years 5 to 7, Luke Hughes is probably like, man, I could be making more, but he's got security for 7 years. So it's like the team wise now looks, you're like, oh boy, that's a big ticket. And then Hughes is like, yes, I'm making $9 million in my 3rd year in the NHL. But then towards the end of that deal, it kind of flips. The team is like, we got a bargain. And the player's probably like, man, I probably could have got more. Right?
Yeah.
That's the way it kind of goes, right? So, So thanks to AH for correcting me on the baseball location for Game 3.
Yeah. Great job.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, dog.
I was surprised a little with James talking about Connor Brown, where he's kind of slid in there with
Palat and Cody Glass.
Yeah. That's a good. Well, he said there's chemistry there.
See how many goals he has. Because he struggled here in the regulars. His first year here.
Don't we have to wait till March? I mean, that was one of the. I'd love to talk to because afterwards, I didn't like the interview Connor Brown gave, and he mentioned it later on. But after I get it, I kind of get it. But that was one of the best moments of that year. I'll say, just of the regular season when he finally scored, because the fans went nuts, and. They really showed an appreciation to Connor Brown because he never quit. He's a good player, good soldier.
Well, he's getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah, he signed a good deal.
Yeah. And that was a horrible deal by the Oilers. It was because it's like 10 games. It's like, come on, he's going to play 10 games.
Well, and there was a lot of, we all have that disappointment. Oh, he played with Connor and Jr.
I hate that.
50.
I hate that.
He speaks German.
Hey, 29 away from 100. Let's get there. Come on. We haven't hit 100 probably since Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals, Joaquin.
Really?
Yeah. Because then everybody was kind of down. Everybody needed a break.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a few therapy sessions after that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So.
We'll be there for you this year, too.
Yeah. Even you, Todd Gack.
Oh, Gacker. Oh, he's almost back. Todd Gack.
Yeah, he's got the alarm set, 2:59.
Okay, a little inside joke here. We're in the bullpen, Hernan and I, and we see this Todd Gack character, jackass. He says, in the nasty chat, he said after the oil stream, all right, see you at 3, when it said we were coming up 1-3. Yeah. So Hernan and I have a ongoing joke. If we can only get a Todd Gack to watch us, we've made it. So,
yeah.
So Todd Gack, at this point, I don't even know if I want you.
Let's get to Hernan's World, brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Golf and Curling Club. Accepting registration now for Thursday night men's curling league. Joaquin's available. Plus, book your bonspiel for the upcoming season and get free ice rental. Sorry, this cut off here. Free ice rental with the purchase of a buffet dinner. Visit EGMGolf.com for more details. Hey, we've talked a lot of hockey today. We chimed in with some baseball. Guardians have tied up their series. Game ongoing right now, Padres, Cubs. Later, Yankees, Red Sox. And then later tonight, Dodgers, Reds. Did you know, Joaquin? Let's do this for Hernan's World. Okay, my friend?
Let's do it.
The National Hockey League on this day began a lockout of the players. That lasted 103 days back in 1994. You remember that?
Well, yeah,
you're part of the league. Yeah. What'd you do? Did you go play elsewhere? Europe?
American League.
Okay. Hey.
But it was really good that year because everyone's top prospects
went down there
for that year, right? So every minor league team had 2 or 3 guys that probably would have been in the NHL.
Yeah.
Because we had Todd Marchant and David Oliver, right? Yeah. Once it was over, those guys popped back up.
Ollie and Toddy.
Ollie and Toddy.
Good.
Little General.
George Romero's Night of the Living Dead premiered 57 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. I've never watched that.
You don't like the zombie stuff?
No, I don't. Do you like it?
Love it.
Yeah, okay. Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Taylor was the #1 song on the Billboard on this day. 1983. Do you remember the song?
Very well.
Can you sing it a little bit?
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
It's National Walk to Day School. Did you walk to school back in the day, Joaquin?
Uphill both ways, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kids nowadays don't.
Down at Henry Hudson, I used to take my bike. Got hit by a car once. It was terrible.
Oh, were you? Well, obviously you're okay, but
yeah.
At the time, were you okay?
I wish they had because I made the most unbelievable move. Because as a kid, I had a BMX factory Kuahara, and I was ripping through the alleys and not even looking, right? So I came screaming out. It wasn't the guy's fault at all. And he smoked me. But I saw him coming, right? And I thought I was going to pull the full Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because I actually jumped off my bike, got on the hood of this guy's car and pushed off. And I thought I was going to do full like a superhero landing with the one, and I smoked my head and my chin. I still got the scar when you look, and maybe I might explain a few things actually.
Okay, so we weren't on the air yesterday, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. So yesterday was the anniversary. It was the debut of Cheers on NBC 43 years ago.
What a show.
So I want to ask you and Benny, I don't know how, because Benny's a lot younger than us. I want you to give me your favorite sitcom male actor of all time, character, and I want to give you the guy that you just hated and you couldn't watch. I'll start with my most hated. It's probably Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, okay.
I could not watch that show because of him.
Really?
He just annoyed me.
So sitcoms, someone I hated.
Yeah. It ruined the show for you. You're like, oh, I can't watch it this idiot.
Oh, I could still watch it, but I hated Frank from MASH.
Okay.
That's the only one I can think. There's probably more that I hated, but I really hated him because I didn't think Hot Lips Houlihan should have been with Frank.
Benny, do you watch sitcoms?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm currently looking up is the Office a sitcom?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I love Dwight. Dwight's funny.
Dwight's great. I don't think there's many you can hate on The Office.
I've never watched The Office.
I was about to say I don't know if I have honestly The Office is pretty much the only sitcom I think I've ever watched, and I can't tell you I've watched a full season from front to back. The only time I really watch is if I'm on a trip somewhere, I'm traveling, I just download a couple episodes and that kills some time for me. But yeah, I don't know. I've never been a big TV show guy. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character sitcoms all time?
Oh my
It's
gosh,
hard.
That's tough, man. I mean, how do you probably my favorite sitcom's got to be got to be Seinfeld, right?
I mean, like Costanza's got to be up there for everybody.
I was partial to Elaine myself, but I'll go with Elaine. She was great.
She's great. Listen, I'm a big 2.5 Men guy. Like I like that character. Charlie Harper's hilarious.
Yeah.
Even his brother's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good show. I never watched that one much either, but the episodes you watch are hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, Jack Tripper.
You know, another one that I can't stand, like I'll turn off. And we were talking about this the other day. What's the genius one?
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
Sheldon.
I hated that. I can't watch that. I think it drives me crazy for some reason.
Yeah, that's a good one. Jack Tripp. You know who kind of annoyed me was Will Smith in Fresh Prince.
Oh, really?
Like I like Carlton. I liked Uncle Phil, but he was kind of annoying.
You watching what Will Smith's putting out there these days?
Oh yeah.
He's struggling right now.
How about Joey from Full House? He was funny.
Yeah, Joey from Full House. Didn't watch that much either.
Who's your favorite on Cheers?
Oh God,
because they were all great.
I mean, how do you not like Norm coming in every day?
Cliff is funny too.
Oh, Cliff. or Woody.
Woody, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe what's his name? The main guy, Sam.
Frank Malone?
Yeah, Frank Malone. Why did I say Sam?
Or Sam Malone.
Sam Malone.
Yeah, that's it, Frank. It's his brother.
Oh man, there's so many, man. Seinfeld #1 from Lars. Another McFan says 2.5 Men sucks, Hernan. Tyson says Ray Romano. He's kind of annoying too.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah, like his brother's funny, and the dad is hilarious in that show.
Yeah, are there sitcoms anymore? Not really, is there?
A good one from Big Uke. Janice from Friends.
Oh, yeah, he couldn't like Janice at all. That voice is terrible.
Yeah. There's so many. Like back in when we were young, the sitcoms were top notch.
You would literally plan. Yeah.
Remember TGIF Fridays? You get 4 sitcoms in a row on Friday night, and they're all like.
I was busy Friday night.
Growing Pains.
Thursday, must see TV, man.
Yeah.
It was lined up. Yeah, those were good shows, man. Those were really good shows. It's nice that you can go back and watch some of them now.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
I love them. There's so many.
Like Three's Company, I did watch a lot of.
Like Mr. Furley's great.
Mr. Furley was great. Mr. Roper and his wife were hilarious. Gosh.
There's Family Ties.
I liked Family Ties too. What was the other one? It was it Growing Pains with Alan Thicke?
Yeah. And Kirk Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think Leonardo DiCaprio was in that one.
Oh, yeah. He made a couple. Remember his best friend's name?
Boner?
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
But I think of all time, like it's got to be Costanza, man.
It's because it's Jerry said it. It's 4 people behaving badly a lot of the time, right? My son blew through the whole thing, and I've seen snippets. I got to go back and watch. But have you ever seen Shameless?
Yes,
that's really bad.
I finished it.
Did you?
Yeah.
And he just went through another one that I kind of watched a little bit with him was Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's great.
Those are awful shows.
Charlie Day's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
I watched probably the first 8 seasons like in a month. I was just hilarious. I love it. It's like, some of the stuff is really out there, but they make it like funny, man. They're really, really good. Who's the boss? Tony Danza.
Oh, right.
Kings and Queens. Remember that one with
King of Queens?
Was it King and Queens or King of Queens?
King of Queens.
With the what's her name? Rhea.
Oh, another one that was really famous that I didn't like was Roseanne.
Oh, I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of the characters, man.
No.
I didn't like any of them.
No. I didn't either. But it was extremely successful show.
I don't know how no one said this one. Al Bundy. Married
Oh, gosh. What characters in that?
They were all great, man. Even Jefferson, the neighbor, man. He was hilarious.
Oh, God, they were good.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Always Sunny in Philadelphia is.
I might have to try to watch that. What are you watching now?
Watching that new Wayward on Netflix. A little weird. We're watching because there's a new season of the Newsroom. No, what's it called?
Morning Show.
Morning Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only it comes on Wednesdays. Though.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been in that Slow Horses. It's great.
I see it on Apple. I'm going to start watching that. Yeah. A lot of good stuff out there, man. Lots of good stuff. That new Matthew McConaughey movie, the true story about the fires, drops on Friday.
Does it?
On Apple, yeah. It's going to be really good. It's been a fun show. Big shout out to James Nichols from New Jersey Hockey Now. We talked Luke Hughes' big contract extension. Jessi Pierce from NHL.com breaking down the Kaprizov record-setting contract there with the Minnesota Wild. We talked a lot of Oilers. Of course, they acquired Connor Ingram today for future considerations. Game day for the Edmonton Oilers. Seattle Kraken, second last game of the preseason. Thank goodness. And then we kick it all off for real 1 week, week today. Yeah. Next Wednesday, Calgary Flames, buddy.
We'll be cracking like Tyreek Hill's leg.
Tomorrow. Oh, boy, we got to talk about that. Damn. Tomorrow, we'll have an NFL guest, and we'll probably try to go to a Canadian market and see what's up. That's if Connor McDavid doesn't sign tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. We love you guys. For Benny, for Hawk, I'm Hernan Salas saying thanks once again. We'll chat tomorrow. Stick around. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up. Ciao.